Have you ever wondered how to interpret a tarot card? Well, I've been asked that a few times by my clients and my people that enjoy the channel. So I am going to answer that for you. How I interpret a tarot card, okay? And how I interpret a tarot reading. So I'm going to do my best to show that to you guys. I'm Donna from Northstar Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this, and please like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much. So this is the Good Karma Tarot, and it's a very easy deck to work with. It is a Rider-Waite-Smith it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system, kind of a clone, you know? So it's definitely very easy to work with. It's modern. It's got everything you need to help you on your way, okay? So let's look at this. So what you do is you set your tone for your reading. Light a candle, some incense, maybe get some crystals. You know, here's some crystals here. Whatever it is that you want, okay, to kind of make you feel comfortable. Maybe do a little meditation, say a little prayer, a mantra, something like that. And, you know, I even like to cleanse myself, so I like to do some smudging to get myself ready to read, right? So then I go right into it. So I shuffle the deck. You can shuffle hand over hand. You can ripple shuffle. This deck is a little stiff, but it still works. And then you pull, let's go with a 3-card draw. So I do it that way, okay? I do one in the middle and one on each side. Then I put the other ones to the side, okay? So go ahead and use a book if you have to until you get to know, right? So what do the cards look like to you? What is the first thing you think of when you see the cards? That's your starting ground, okay? So we've got the 5 of Cups, 2 of Coins, and Ace of Coins. So the 5 of Cups are all about emotion. So 5s are usually about problems with that emotion or upsets or things that are a little bit harder to deal with. So if you look at this picture, this young lady's pretty upset. So she has spilt her cups and she's just very upset. So things are not going very well for her. But as you see, there's 2 there, and the sun is coming in. There's rays there, okay? So it might be raining, but there is sun rays there in my prediction, right? The way I see this card. So yeah, so it's not all bad. There's a little bit of turmoil. Here's some water being, you know, brought up here. So there's a big wave there. So this is how you get the turmoil out of this, right? But that's just that card. So when you start adding the other cards to it, it tells a real story, right? So we've got the 2 of Coins, and that's all about balance. It's all about bringing balance into your life. It's all about things that are practical, people caring about you and wanting to connect with you, maybe a partnership, you know, moving forward, maybe a work partnership, could be anything like that. With the Ace of Coins, on the other side of her is, you know, this is new beginnings when it comes to everything practical. So a new home, new job, new opportunity. So you've got this sadness, but we've got balance on one side and new opportunity on the other side. So this is where you start, where I start. So we're feeling that imbalance. We're feeling that upset. But we're bringing balance into our life now, okay? So we really need to connect with another person to add some balance into our life, right? That is going to allow us to take advantage of a new opportunity that is approaching us very, very soon. So that is just a simple way to interpret that 3-card reading, right? Now, if we had these cards as a past, present, future, let's see what they say. So past being the 2 of coins, so balance, right? The present being the 5 of cups, the upset. And the future being the opportunity as the future. So in the past, in your most recent past, you were very, very balanced and you were doing quite well. You worked well with other people. Things were going quite well for you. And then you had this upset happen. So I really feel like someone hurt you, someone took advantage of you, and it really brought you down. And maybe you're suffering a little bit from depression right now. But don't worry, that state is not going to last. And you're going to see this new opportunity come for you. And you are going to be so excited, and it's going to bring you out, and it's going to allow you to flourish in this new opportunity. So there's different ways you can read it. So there's all kinds of 3-card readings. There's a 1-card reading. There's all kinds of spreads that you can use. So don't ever just flip a card and think that that is it, because there is so much more you can see. This can just be missing an opportunity, and now here you found a new opportunity. So, you know, even the cards that are generally more negative, you can usually find something good. So let's do another past, present, future so we can just see it. So we won't use reversals because that can be very confusing. So past, present, future. 8 of coins, 10 of swords, and 7 of coins. So we know coins are more about practical things. And 8s, you know, this is talking about, if you can see, this girl is working very, very hard. You know, she has a plant that she grows, so she likes to build things. She likes to create. She likes to see things come to fruition. So she works very, very hard at honing her craft, right? So she's doing that. She's doing very, very well at honing her craft. So this card separately is the 10 of swords. So this is all about, you know, stress, anxiety, not sleeping well, not feeling good about yourself, really feeling like maybe you're being stabbed in the back. Maybe you feel like, you know, literally, right? And maybe you feel like you're not accomplishing your goals, or you need something to be over. It's just been hounding you and you're just at the breaking point, right? So it could be that as well. And then we come to the 7 of coins, which is all about, again, things growing to fruition, things, you know, getting this abundance and finding your way and figuring out what do you want along the way? Where do you need to go now to make things grow even more, right? So it's more about checking out your ideas and how are you going to get it to grow even more, right? So when you put it together as a story, and there's a few stories we can make, but let's just go with a basic story. So this is someone working very, very hard and has been working hard, really trying to prove herself, right? But she didn't get that raise that she wanted. She didn't get that promotion. So what does she need to do now to prove herself? What area should she work on even more? If her skills are good, so maybe she needs to work on communication. This swords are all about communication and mind. So maybe she needs to improve her communication so that she could be promoted to a boss. Maybe then they would believe she would make a good leader, right? So there's all kinds of ways that you can interpret a spread. Just don't give up, okay? That's the big thing. So let's try one more. We'll do, what is the issue? What is reacting to the issue? Okay, so what is the immediate thing that is stopping you from fixing the issue, and what do you need to do? So the issue at hand, what is stopping you from fixing that issue? And what do you need to do to fix it? Okay? So each card separately, let's look at them, okay? So we've got the Five of Swords. So if you look at this card carefully, we've got lightning and thunder and rain. And this girl is walking away. Now, she's taking 2 swords with her and leaving 3 behind, right? So she's definitely upset. She's in a hurry. She's grabbing what she can and just going, okay? So she's leaving this trouble behind, okay? She doesn't want to take all this baggage with her, but she hasn't been able to get rid of it all, okay? So there's something you could interpret from that. And then here is a Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups can mean somebody very, very special, someone very sweet, loving, gentle, kind, really looking to move in the direction of affection, okay? Really willing to give you affection and caring about you in a big way. And then we have the Strength card, and this is toning your insides. So you often see it depicted with a lion, and she's taming a lion. So that is the typical depiction. And basically, you're taming that lion within you, right? You're taming your, or you've learned how to tame your strengths, how to tame your let's say your shadow side, and you've been able to get comfortable with that, and so that you can bring out the best of your abilities, and you know how to do that. So this is showing you your strengths that you've developed, okay? And you've built them. They haven't just all of a sudden been there. You've worked at it, okay? So this story could go something like, the issue at hand is that you're feeling very overwhelmed, okay? You're feeling something's not going well, and you feel very much like you are not being listened to, you're not being heard, and somebody just doesn't want to understand where you're coming from, right? So someone's definitely not listening. So you go to your partner and you're looking for your partner to kind of help you, okay? So you're going to your partner to see if they will be some kind of support for you, okay? And you both go to a place where he encourages you to look inside yourself and pull out all your strengths, because he's seen that before, you know, and he has seen that you have those strengths and you can pull them out, right? Now, you can also tell this story in another way. So say the issue is you're having problems here, okay? So you're definitely having big problems. Life is not going well. People are attacking you. They're not treating you properly. You're totally misunderstood and you're not being heard, right? And this person is so involved in themselves and so emotional that they can't be there for you either. They're just like an emotional kind of person that is just kind of only able to look after themselves. They're not there for somebody else at the moment, okay? So they're not able to do that. They're basically looking after themselves. So you still have to come over to this part and you have to find your inner strength, right? So you do this on your own. So he can be somebody that helps you or someone that hinders you, where you need to pull out even more strengths, right? So it depends on how you see the story. He could also be, you know, he could be part of the problem. He could be the one that is causing the problem that you didn't see. And you found out that it was him and his emotions and all of his feelings, that he took something the wrong way and didn't trust you. And you had to fall back on yourself and pull up your strengths there. So there's many ways to interpret this, okay? And it could also be that someone really deceived you and was not being nice to you and didn't listen to you, and you made a choice to walk away. And you've walked away from this person as well, being that they were a little immature and not able to go with you into being strong and being there for yourself, okay? So yeah, so there's many ways you can interpret that, and we're just looking at a couple, right? So yeah, so basically that's, that's a little bit how you interpret the cards. You do have to get a good book, and you need to learn what the cards mean. There's lots of them. One I found recently that I thought was really kind of cute, and it just gives you the basic kind of cards, the basic meaning of some of the cards, and that's the Llewellyn Little Book of Tarot by Barbara Moore. She's very, very good at writing. Okay, so this little book is awesome. It's got tarot tips, it's got exercises, it's got the history, the structure, the major arcana, the minor arcana, readings and activities, right? So this is a really good little book. I would suggest this to anybody. You can throw it in your bag, take it with you. There's even a little glossary here on some of the terms that we use in tarot that you might not be familiar with, right? If you're just starting. So here we go. So this is the Fool, okay? So this card is out of the Mucha Tarot. So you look at the card here, and she describes it. She gives you the symbolism, she gives you an instant answer, and she tells you a little bit about the card, and then some keywords. So this book is absolutely awesome. So you just read about it, and then you can apply it to many other Rider-Waite-Smith decks. This is actually the Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the Magician, which you can see here. Tells you a little bit about the Magician, some keywords, a journal prompt, beginning a project, and an instant answer, okay? So as you go through, she uses a different deck for all the pictures, okay? So all the pictures depicted are through different decks. So if you really like the picture, then maybe you want to seek out that deck as well. So go through it all, have a look and see what you like, and just go along and read the book thoroughly, okay? I do believe that you need a really good understanding of the cards in order to be a good tarot reader, right? It doesn't mean you need to understand them perfectly in the beginning, but don't stop learning. It's really important that you never stop learning. This tells you about doing a reading. What's the story, right? Without asking a question, without the intention of doing a reading. Lay cards out in different spread positions or even block of 3 columns and 3 rows. So 9 cards. Imagine how an artist might use those images in order to create a painting. Interpret the painting rather than the individual cards. Yeah, so you just create a story, right? And there's your 3 card readings. There's a horseshoe spread, Celtic cross. Celtic cross is very, very popular in tarot readings. This is other activities you can do. It's just fun. And the conclusion here, okay? So I really do think that this little book would be awesome to carry around with you. Now, there's many other books that I could suggest, and I will do a video on other books than that are very, very good, especially for beginners. And there's many on YouTube as well. But this one I did want to highlight. It's great, okay? So I just think it's absolutely great. So yeah, so don't despair. It's a long job to learn how to interpret tarot. It's a long thing to learn tarot. When you get a deck, the first thing I would suggest you do is go through the deck one at a time and just look at the picture and see what you see. See what's in there for you. See what you can interpret. See what you think the card means to you. You can write it down in a little journal. 1 or 2 sentences or 1 or 2 key words. That's all you need. Go on to the next one. What does that mean to you? What is this person doing? How do you think they're feeling? What do the colors mean around them? She's got tattoos. What do those mean? All these things, okay? So Just go through each card and get an idea. Then study the meanings. And then you're on your way, okay? So good luck to you. I hope this helps you to figure out how I interpret tarot cards. Thank you very much. You take care, and we will see you again very soon.